So why do they hate Bitcoin? Why do they hate Ethereum? Why do they hate XRP? Because
Trump and Musk don't mention crypto, and 3 AC liquidators sued Terraform Labs.
Not only understand the technology, but they also want to be a champion for the technology. So
60% of the reserves should be kept in cash deposits into a bank. Why that is a problem is because cash deposits are non-insured, uninsured above 100,000 euros in Europe. The bank goes bankrupt because it cannot meet your redemption request, because that is a bank run in all facts. And you go belly up as a stable coin, so you fail, you go bankrupt as well.
And you continue to bail them out, hence the banks going back to 2008. This is a problem, and this is a destruction of capitalism, and this is what we're seeing globally as they want globalization.
Displaces the need for trust, because we have truth. And that truth in a decentralized world running on computers that manage themselves through block rewards.
You're going to have to pay us with a crypto device. And, you don't want to use a dollar because you get bombed by the Americans? Okay, fine. Use XRP. XRP is like virtual crypto. It gives you what you need. And
it's like digital gold as well.
I think it's going to be gold backed.
Know what you hold?
Enjoy the ride, pal.
It's the XRP army.
If you got a baggie, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra bullishness. Shout out to the latest, sir. We got Derek G in the building. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing them likeys, stuffing some baggies. XRP 2017-2018 cycle. We're right here. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 2.23 trillion, up about 2.6% in the past 24. We got XRP currently in that number 7 spot, right around 57.5 cents. We got Stellar XLM currently right underneath 10 cents. We got BTC 60,937, ETH right around 27 hundo. We got Flare Networks right around a penny and a half. Axelar 56 cents. We got XDC right around 0.026. Stronghold 0036. Songbird 006. Zahao 0.039. Evernode 8 cents. We got CoinDesk to pop things off. Crypto, Bitcoin go unmentioned, and Elon Musk, Donald Trump's X Space.
Trump and Musk don't mention crypto, and 3 AC liquidators sued Terraform Labs. You're watching CoinDesk Daily. I'm your host, Jen Sinasi. Former President Donald Trump did not mention Bitcoin or crypto in an interview with ex-CEO Elon Musk on Monday. Over 2 hours, the wide-ranging interview covered a variety of topics, including illegal immigration, the economy, AI, and global warming. On Polymarket, bettors were giving a 65% chance of crypto being mentioned during the interview, with over $600,000 staked on the topic. The prediction market also added another market to ask bettors about the possibility of Bitcoin being mentioned, which peaked at 69% with approximately $330,000 on the table.
We got Chad Steingraber. XRP futures contract filed under the CFTC. The futures contracts are the first steps to an XRP ETF. Bitnomio to launch a XRP USD futures, XUS. They notified the Commodities Future Trading Commissions on the initial listing, intended to trade after August 13th. We got the Digital Chamber. Perion DC said it best. TDC's mission is to build relationships and educate those who make a real difference by making blockchain and crypto accessible to all.
Perion, same question to you. Those conversations with lawmakers, have they evolved over the last 10 years? I would hope so.
Yeah, I mean, they've obviously evolved over the past decade. I mean, when we were first getting started, I kind of talked about what was going on in the industry back in 2013 and 2014. And most people had no idea what Bitcoin was. And if they did, the only thing they knew about it was that it had died because it had been hacked, or that it was the currency of choice for criminals. I mean, that's just really the only thing people knew. So a lot of people had a very bad first impression with Bitcoin. So it took a long time to be able to establish those relationships with members of Congress, with the staff, with the agencies, with people within the administration, serving in other roles. And like, it took a long time to sit down with people, build those relationships, educate them, help them understand what they read, and get them to a place to where they not only understand the technology, but they also want to be a champion for the technology. So I tell our team, we're in the business of minting Bitcoin champions. That's like what our bread and butter is. We go in, we provide that education, we provide that advocacy, and hopefully we'll have national leaders that want to help usher in the next wave of adoption for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency.
We got Mr. Man XRP. Tether is trading on a thin line, and USDT will cause the pain you feel. 707 crypto. MiCA has created an incredibly systemic risk.
The problem that I have with, and we have with MiCA, is that instead of making the system more secure, is actually creating an incredibly big systemic risk, not only for stablecoins, but also for the underlying banking system.
Now, a few exchanges have delisted Tether because of these difficulties. Can you address this specific issue?
Yeah, so first of all, there is a little bit of misconception. I think USDT is still available on OKX and Binance and so on. The problem with the limits imposed by MiCA is that there are two types of limits. There is the limits that are reducing the, let's say, or making the stablecoin volume and issuance limited. So it means that there are like limits on the circulation and so on. You don't have any issues with those. Those are the type of limits that makes the system more secure. But then there are other types of limits. So limits to the reserves. And you would think, oh, well, the limits to the reserves should make the stablecoin safer. Actually, my problem and our problem at Tether, we are the first ones that raised the problem, when everyone else was very, very shy, is that the limits are requesting that for a stablecoin like USDT, 60% of the reserves should be kept in cash deposits into a bank. Why that is a problem is because cash deposits are non-insured, uninsured above 100,000 euros in Europe. If you're a stablecoin and you have 10 billion euros under management and you are only insured up to 100,000 euros, that is a big problem. Because we have seen what happens with Silicon Valley Bank and our main competitor in 2023. They had 3.3 billion in cash deposits in Silicon Valley Bank. Silicon Valley Bank went belly up. We all know about that. And our main competitor almost died. So I think we have a very, very recent example why that is a bad idea. The bank goes bankrupt because it cannot meet your redemption request, because that is, is a bank run in all facts. And you go belly up as a stablecoin, so you fail, you go bankrupt as well, because you were relying on a bank that was doing fractional reserve.
ITM trading and Bubba trading reveals the truth about the economy and why we're headed towards a massive
recession, but happened. Now the SAM rule, yes, is signaling yellow that we're like heading into a recession. But some would say all this recession talk is just nonsense, and they're just trying to shake out the average investor so institutional players can get back into the higher flying names at cheaper prices. So it's just trying to understand what's the real story here.
Well, we built a whole rally based on potential rate cuts starting back to last October. So we got the big rally, and of course we never got the cuts. So now if you get a rate cut, it's going to be more damaging, because now a rate cut would not be positive. A rate cut would be negative because it would be panic, especially if they would have cut last week under an emergency. But what we're really seeing is the true destruction of capitalism. Because when you don't allow businesses to go out of business because they don't perform well, and you continue to bail them out, hence the banks going back to 08, this is a problem, and this is a destruction of capitalism. And this is what we're seeing globally, is they want globalization. They basically want the middle class to become serfs again, like they were thousands of years ago. And they want to have the bourgeoisie up at the top to have all the money. And that's really what you're watching. You're watching a destruction of capitalism, and you're seeing that this is happening all the time. And at the end of the day, if we don't get back to a free market capitalism system, because interest rates should not be determined by the Federal Reserve. Interest rates should be decided by the free market, because asset classes know how to price themselves. It's very simple. There's a buyer and there's a seller, and they will find the correct rate. And certainly the rate, even at the low rates we are now, or high for many, if you're under 40, these are very high rates. Okay. But if you're my age, these rates are still very, very inexpensive. And of course, if you look at some of the peer-to-peer lenders, they're getting 15, 16%. And if you're looking at the credit cards, which are using usury rates, which are in the mid-20s, those rates that we have more people at the max on their credit card that can't make anything but the minimum payment, which means they're never going to pay it off. So tell me we're not in a recession. Make up all these lies about how the economy is doing, because in my opinion, and I think if you ask the average American, the economy is in horrific shape.
Good morning, crypto. How Bitcoin, ETH, and XRP threaten the trust industry?
So it's going to be trillions and trillions, $700 trillion of assets. Well, why does that matter? Well, the trust industry takes about 6 to 8% of global GDP to make it work. Lawyers' fees, accountants' fees, auditing fees, bank fees, settlement fees, all kinds of fees. And the bankers love those fees because that's their revenues. So why do they hate Bitcoin? Why do they hate Ethereum? Why do they hate XRP? Because it displaces the need for trust. Because we have truth. And that truth in a decentralized world running on computers that manage themselves through block rewards, we don't need the banking system anymore. So it's going to be trillions.
Black Swan Capitalist. Once again, XRP stands out with its ability to seamlessly connect with other blockchain payment systems like mBridge. Offering on-demand liquidity can help stabilize currencies in today's evolving financial world. XRP is a solution.
They just passed a law in Russia that crypto can be used for trade payment settlement in Russian trade. That's anti-dollar. That means, hey, Bulgaria, Poland, and maybe even France, you want to break the sanctions? You're going to have to pay us with a crypto device. And, you don't want to use a dollar because you get bombed by the Americans? Okay, fine. Use XRP. And, some people need to understand some details that are very significant. It's got what they call on-demand liquidity. So if suddenly XRP has oh my gosh, we're not ready for that. It's too big. Oh, no. It's XRP, on-demand liquidity. It gets created. XRP is like virtual crypto. It can be what you need. And
it's like digital gold as well.
I think it's going to be gold backed.
We got Dark Defender. We have discussed many, many times why Ripple lawsuit wouldn't affect the XRP price. Our collective observation was the key. Even if it wasn't immediately believed by everyone, XRP is following its own pattern regardless of the news. Also, do you remember the bullish weekly pin bar was announced lately? And now this is the monthly candle for XRP. Isn't it the same bullish hammer candle? The same will happen on the grander scale. Initial targets are $1, $1.40, and $1.88. Not financial advice. We got Mr. Zoom, XRP. The coiling is insane. XRP heating up. The XAFO3 XRP nearing a decisive breakout within a symmetrical triangle pattern on the weekly chart. If it breaks above 75 cents, we can see a rally towards $10, possibly higher. However, a drop below 40 cents could signal a bearish decline towards 30 cents. Mustache altcoins, despite the recent crash, the golden cross / bullish cross remains in the monthly chart of the total market cap. Last time we saw something like this was in 2020, and that was also the start of the most exciting part of the whole cycle. With that being said, XRP, the bigger the base, the higher in space. XRP set to repeat the 2017-2018 cycle, 70,000% gains. And if you got a bag, welcome to the party. We're right here, right where you need to be. The longer they take, the higher we climb. On that XRP rich list, where will those bags be when that regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price is finally revealed?
Big bags.
Later, glitches.
Welcome to the show. I told you so. I told you so. We're gonna be driving Lambos. We're gonna take a trip to Fiji. All the labor.
Crypto be our passion, cause what you focus on, you attract like a magnet. Got diamond hands, we hold till we blasting. It's universal law.